Hi, this is Vanessa, and in today's video we are knitting the Casey Slouch beanie. So for materials, you will need super bulky weight yarn. This is Lion Brand's Wool Ease Thick and Quick, and this is the color River Run. You will need 2 sets of needles. This one is US 13 9mm. These are 16-inch circular needles. And then we're using this for the brim. And then I will switch to US 15 10mm for the main portion of the beanie. I'm going to be using the modified method for closing the top of the beanie, but if you prefer to use double pointed needles, you'll need a set of those in the 10mm size. You need a pair of scissors, and you will need a stitch marker since we're working in the round. I have a link for the DIY stitch marker if you'd like. I'll go ahead and link that in the corner. You'll need a tapestry needle to weave in your ends. And I'm going to put a pom on mine, so I'm using Clover's extra large pom-pom maker. If you're not going to put a pom on it, then I wouldn't worry about that. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to cast on using the long tail cast on method. I'll leave a link for a slower tutorial, but you are going to cast on 42 stitches. Okay, so I have 42 stitches. I'm going to cast on one more because I like to join with the invisible joining method. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your stitches are not twisted. Okay, so now what you're going to do to join your round is you're going to grab this first stitch here on your left hand needle, just slip it off purlwise. Okay, and then this very first stitch from this side, you want to grab that stitch and pass it over the stitch you just slipped, and then drop it. Now you want to place that first stitch that you slipped back onto the left hand needle. Okay, and then tug on the 2 ends to tighten it. Grab your stitch marker, place it on your right hand needle, and then from now on you're just going to be slipping your stitch marker as you get to the end of the round. Okay, so we're ready for our first round of the brim. We're working from the bottom up. You should already know how to knit and purl, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I'll leave a link for a slower tutorial if you'd like. So you want to knit your first stitch, slide that off, and you want to purl your next stitch. Okay, and then alternate knit, purl, knit, purl. Okay, so repeat, alternating knitting and purling stitches all the way around. Okay, so I have 2 more stitches left, and I want to knit and purl the last 2 stitches. If you do not end with a purl stitch, then go back and check your work, because you should end with a purl stitch. So again, we were just sliding our stitch marker over, and now we're ready to work round 2. So you're basically working the same pattern for the brim for about 7 rounds. That's just how I like my brim, about that tall. So this part is adjustable. You can make it taller if you like your brim wider, or make it shorter if you want your brim not so wide. So again, you're just repeating the last round. Knit the first stitch and purl the next stitch. Knit and purl. So go ahead and knit and purl, so the 1 by 1 ribbing, for a total of 7 rounds. I've got my 7 rounds, but this is really up to you on how tall you want your brim. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to my larger needle. Place your marker back, and then we're just going to knit 1 round of just knit stitches. Okay, so just knit all the way around. So I'm not going to count that as my first round. I will count that as just an adjustment round, because in the PDF pattern that comes with multiple sizes, the first round is the adjustment round. Okay, so let's start the first round. So the repeat is going to be purl 1, and then you're going to work a left twist in these 2 stitches, and then you're going to knit 3. So that's the repeat all the way around. So let's start with the first stitch, purl 1, and then these 2 stitches you'll work a left twist. So you want to rotate it slightly towards you, insert your needle through the second stitch, through the back loop, knit this stitch, leaving the stitches on your needle. You want to knit the first stitch that we skipped through the back loop as well. Okay, now you can slide the 2 stitches off your left hand needle. Okay, and then knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, again, we want to repeat those steps. Purl 1, left twist in the next 2 stitches, knit the second stitch through the back loop without sliding it off. You want to then knit the first stitch through the back loop, and now you want to slide those 2 stitches off and knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do that one more time. Purl 1, left twist in the next 2 stitches, knit the second stitch through the back loop, and now knit the first stitch through the back loop without sliding any of your stitches off yet, and then you slide the 2 stitches off. Knit 3. Okay, just repeat that all the way around. Okay, so for round 2, we are going to repeat purl 1 and then knit 5. And that's every other round. So purl 1, knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Purl 1 and knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you're repeating these 6 stitches all the way around. Now for round 3, you want to purl 1, knit 1, work your left twist. So through the second stitch in the back loop. Now through the first stitch in the back loop and slide both stitches off. Okay, now you knit 2. Okay, ready to start the repeat. Purl 1, knit 1, left twist, and then knit 2. Okay, so repeat that all the way around. Purl 1, knit 1, left twist, and then knit 2. Okay, round 4, we're going to purl 1 and knit 5. So that's the repeat all the way around. Purl 1, knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I am ready for round 5. So now we're going to purl 1, knit 2, and then left twist, knit 1. Okay, so that's the repeat. Purl 1, knit 2, left twist, and knit 1. Okay, so repeat that all the way around. Purl 1, knit 2, left twist, and then knit 1. Okay, so round 6, purl 1, knit 5. Purl 1, knit 5. Repeat this all the way around. Purl 1, knit 5. Okay, so round 7, moved my stitch marker over, and I want to purl 1, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and then work a left twist. Okay. And then repeat all the way around. Purl 1, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and then left twist. Okay, purl 1, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and a left twist. So go ahead and repeat that all the way around, and then we have one more round. Okay, so the last round of the 8-round repeat is purl 1, knit 5. Okay, purl 1, knit 5. So go ahead and repeat that all the way around. That is your 8 round repeat. Okay, so you want to repeat rounds 1 through 8 until your beanie measures approximately 10 inches, and then we will start the decrease. You can go even taller if you want it more slouchy, or less if you don't. Okay, so I'm going to repeat those 8 rounds until I get about 10 inches, including the brim. Okay, so I have repeated twice. I ended on 7 and not 8. You can end on 8 if you want. I ended on 7. So now we're ready for the decrease rounds. So for the first round of decrease, you're going to purl 1, and now you're going to work an SSK and knit 3. So an SSK is a slip slip knit with 2 stitches. It's a decrease. It's a left leaning decrease so that it will look similar to the left twist. So to work a SSK, you're going to slip the first stitch as if to knit, slip the next stitch as if to knit, and place your left hand needle through both loops coming up the front. And now you're going to want to knit these 2 stitches through the back loop. Okay, just like that, and then knit 3. Okay, let's do that again. Purl 1, SSK, slip the first stitch as if to knit, slip the second stitch as if to knit, insert your left hand needle through both loops coming up the front, and then knit these 2 stitches through the back loops and slide off your needle. Knit 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, we're repeating purl 1, SSK, slip the first stitch as if to knit, slip the next stitch, insert your left hand needle through both loops coming out the front, and then knit the 2 stitches through the back loops, and then knit 3. Okay, so you want to repeat that all the way around. Okay, so round 2 of the decrease, you're going to purl 1, SSK, and then knit 2. Okay, that's the repeat. Purl 1, slip, slip, knit, and then knit 2. Purl 1, slip, slip, knit, and then knit 2. So repeat that all the way around. Okay, so now I'm ready for round 3. Now if your stitches are getting too tight around your needles, you can switch to your double pointed needles. So what you want to do is divide the stitches onto 3 different needles evenly, and then use a 4th one to knit with. I'm not going to use the double pointed needles. I'm going to use a modified version of the magic loop method. So I'll leave a link for a slower tutorial for that. Okay, so round 3, purl 1, slip, slip, knit, and then knit 1, purl 1, slip, slip, knit, and then knit 1. So you're repeating that all the way around. Okay, so now I'm ready for round 4, and you can see the beanie is starting to shape at the top. So round 4, you're just repeating purl 1, SSK, purl 1, SSK, all the way around. Okay, purl 1, slip, slip, knit, purl 1, slip, slip, knit, Okay, so I have about 12 stitches left, and I'm going to finish off. So grab your tapestry needle, and then you're just going to slip these stitches off as if to knit. Okay. And then just pull them right off the needle. And tug on that. Okay, so I'm going to run that through the middle. Okay, so you want to just secure it on the inside of your beanie. Okay, so this is the inside of your beanie. And then if you're not putting a palm on, go ahead and just weave in all your ends and you're done. Okay, so I think I have enough for a palm. So I'm just going to quickly make a palm. Okay, so I'm ready to add my pom. If you want to learn how to make a pom-pom using the pom-pom maker, I'll leave a link for my tutorial and you can check that out. Okay, I had just enough to make an extra large pom using the Clover brand pom-pom maker, and I wrapped it around 3 times. So now I'm just going to go ahead and attach it to my beanie. Okay. Alright, so now you have your finished beanie. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you've enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for future videos.